Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome back to the iRacing series in the Skippies. I got the order of that intro wrong. It doesn't matter though, because we're in Oulton Park, and this is, hands down, one of my favorite racing facilities. I am very glad that this series is coming here because it seems to be very rarely used in iRacing. This is the layout without Britons, which is one of the chicanes on the backstretch, which is good. Unfortunately, it uses the second chicane before one of my favorite turns in all of racing, making it really boring. I can't complain about that though, because, as I've said, these cars deserve to be on the regional and club layouts of tracks, and this is much more in line with that. The bummer, however, is that I seem to be up against a little bit of a talent deficiency here this week. I simply cannot find speed in the car in my ability to turn the lap times that I should be turning here. This is my third attempt at this race, and through dramatic different driving styles and various, little setup tweaks and everything I can try, I simply cannot find pace here. Something is not clicking. So the first two races, the first one started real slow, and then I eventually kind of found a little pace and worked my way up to like 8th. The second race, I started way back, worked my way up to 6th, and then just completely crumbled. Like, could not get the car to turn, and dropped all the way back down to 10th by the end of the race. I wasn't happy with either of those races as far as how I performed, so I'm going to do a third one here, and I'm going to try and just stay on a level. Just drive to the pace that I can, try to make the most of it, and hopefully try to have fun, because I love this track. I love driving on this kind of old school, just made by the landscape kind of track. So I want to say that I can have a good experience here. It's been a very hard week for me, and I don't think I am perfectly, in the right mindset for such things, but all I need, all I want out of this is just a nice, good, clean race. That's all I want, and then I can move on and try at it again next week. By the way, if you're wondering where F1 is, if this video goes up on Saturday, F1 will be on break for 2 weeks as Beef is in Portugal. And we tried to pre-record, but he had some power outages and other factors that came into play, and it just didn't happen. But here we go, trying Oulton Park here in iRacing. We got a jumper. Hopefully he gets penalized for it. Decent start for us. We're inching up on the 16 here. A little treacherous on the outside of the turn. Yeah, I'm just going to run it wide. By the way, I've killed my safety rating here as well. I've yet to finish this race with less than 7x, I think, which isn't great. For the guy that jumped to start, he was sure defensive of that position. Ooh, I did not see him making that run. I kind of wandered and blocked him there. That run came from so far back. Really good drafting move there. I did not predict he would be there. That was a jerk move on my part. Alright, carry. I don't like this. Oh, well, he gave it up. Never mind. It's fine. So close to those tire barriers. This is that chicane I was talking about that I do not like. One around there. Alright. This could be a nice little place to try and shake it out. Another one going wide. Okay, okay. Don't come back, don't come back, don't come back. How did he save that? That's amazing. That car was gone. That is a mystery to me. Is this the blinky guy or no? I don't think it is. It's the guy ahead of us. That's the blinky guy.
57.723.
Turn 1's probably the turn I've struggled with the most. No, that is the blinky guy. I just can't seem to find the turning point there. Like, there's no braking markers, there's no real turning markers. It's just kind of a wandery turn. And I've not found that pinpoint little spot to sharply turn in. It's out there. It exists. Just gotta find it. I like the little gap we have behind us, allowing me to not overdrive the car. I would love to know where this car exists in the world. That would be lovely. Hopefully he's not going to be holding us up with all of that business. As mentioned,
On your left. Keep right there.
not the turn to be going too wide through
Keep right
with a
there.
blinky car.
Still there? Hold your line. Still there? Hold your line.
This is dumb. This is stupid.
Stay right. Stay right.
We shouldn't be doing this, my friend. Look what you did. Now there's a whole glob behind us, and it's all your fault.
Stay right.
Yeah, you guys deal with Captain Blinky here.
Keep right there.
I'm done with dealing with him.
1 minute 50.
Turn overdrive, turn 1.
9, 8. Keep right there. Clear on the left. Car on your left.
He's coming back.
Hold your line.
Real ballsy for a guy that doesn't exist half the time.
All clear, all clear.
And then he just drove into the cars behind us. Well, that's good. This is ideal for us. Skippies! Skippies has been a learning experience. That is for sure. I'm gonna go into like a normal series next season and probably be driving like a complete asshole because of just the tendencies I've picked up in racing in this series. It's quite different than the style of iRacing I am accustomed to. I put a little front brake bias in this thing for this race. I'm unhappy about it now. I'm not able to charge that chicane like I was before. I'm just tired of getting loose on entering and losing positions from that. But it was faster that way for sure. Speaking of loose on entry, that was a bit of it there. This guy wants to go. Just see, unlike Captain Blinky Face,
All clear.
you want to go? Go right ahead. I'm trying to chase down the 14 here. That's my target. In fact, go up there and nudge him out of the line so I can just slip on by.
48.549. 10 to go.
10 to go is a long time here. Keep the front tires under it. This guy got a really bad run, but he's got a draft, so that should save him from having to be passed by me. This is the turn I actually ruined my good race on when I charged to the front. Or not the front, but up the pack, as I just got very cut off there. Three seconds behind us. If we can work together a little bit. It's not going to happen. Why did I bother even saying it? Here, I'm really locking them front tires up into that chicane. I gotta back up my braking point from where I was used to braking. I mean, it might be faster on the rest of the lap and able to overcome the fact that I'm slower into the chicane now. That's a possibility. But I've got to adjust my whole driving line on the fly here. He was able to make that move. He is quick. He's got places to be, and they ain't here. Much too far inside. Take off track there. I'm so sorry, safety rating. I'm so sorry.
1 minute 48.
Clean visor. Holy crap, we hit turn 1 right-ish, sort of. Somebody alert the media. Okay, so I'm a little bit out of drafting range here, and the 14 very much so still has it, so this is an awkward situation for me. I gotta hope they cross each other up a little bit here. That's more than a little bit, my friend. Slightly more than a little bit. Another very good save, though. Well done. Round of applause. Well, now you gotta pass him again. I'll go back to the 100 board there. Oh, very tight on exit, and then another ridiculous off track. Thanks, iRacing. Why it's so loose into there this race? Dirt in my face. Okay, they're still going to town here. She's brought us right back up into the mix. Seems like maybe the car is getting a little freer now. Just a little bit, which is good, I think, maybe. Not through there. It will never be free through there. Easy guy. He must be running a lot of rear bias. Okay, this is perfect. Hi, that's cool. I only, drive here. Right, run away from him. Fast as you can. Such an awkward entry to that turn with the tire barrier there, blocking your apex. Basically, you just have to turn into it. This is good. We're kind of capping him a bit here. 2.5 is comfortable range to be ahead at this track, I think. Better run through there. He's running awful hard here. This is surprising because I really don't think I'm faster than he is. The draft can keep me relevant for longer than it should. That was the first 147 I've ever run. That's the fastest lap I've run at this track so far. So that's encouraging. And then this happened. And then this happened, and now we're gonna get past.
Car on your left. Keep right there. All clear, all clear.
That's what ruined me last time, is that I ran wide into the grass, trying to stay too wide there. It didn't work out, so I won't do it here. Seems like there was a crash ahead of us. Maybe not ahead of us, maybe back in the pack, but we're just getting through it now. Not thrilled with your chicane entry here. I actually braked real early for this, because I was worried that he was going to brake real early for it. I think I just overreacted a bit. It just seems real squirmy when I'm right behind somebody. And these cars don't have a lot of aero effect. I think it's more so just the effects of the driving line when you're running behind somebody is different. So what are we currently? P7?
1 minute 49.089.
Yep. Trying not to collect a lot of off tracks there, because I don't want to completely ruin my safety rating. It's very strange how one lap it'll be just wicked loose through there, the next lap just wicked tight. Shows you how much adjustment the nut behind the wheel makes. Setups can do a lot. The drivers can do a lot worse. He's gonna take the blocking line here. Oh, pass left. What? Okay.
Oh, you're right.
I'm confused.
Clear on the right.
Obviously he's concerned about me. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that was all about. I appreciate it. I don't mind it one little bit. But a little confusing. Good. Clean lines. I don't think I'll be able to run down the 8, but you never know. If I stayed nice and clean and he made a few mistakes, it's possible. It's not impossible. Alright, turn 1.
1 minute 47.3.
I'll figure you out.
5 laps to go.
I'm not gonna figure it out. It's just not gonna happen. Gotta get them tires on that curb, or else that's when it starts to get funky one way or the other. Yeah, they push it through there. This turn's such an act of patience. Get back to the gas just a little too soon and it's all said and done. You gotta lose a lot of time. I feel like I've gotten my breaking point set there now. Still really fighting with understeer through the whole chicane section. Just call me Jensen Button. Probably said the word understeer 16 times already this race. Can I have his money? Is that how it works? Does he get paid per understeer? Easy now. Pretty good lap for us there. Not brilliant, but good.
7.767. We have a slow car on the right.
So car on the right. It is one of the leaders. They're gonna run together. That's either gonna be great for us or seal our fate to never catch them. Essentially what I've just said is it means something. I just don't know what. forgot to shift there. It's like, why is it so much tighter this time? That would be why. Yeah, they're gonna be very close. We need them to really battle it out here. I'm on the fence of first or second through there. Kind of use that slide to help it rotate. The draft is keeping the 14 just relevant to us, which is very frustrating. Tiny little mistakes like that, they add up so much at a track like this.
1 minute 47.877.
I feel like he got behind us and he went to school. Like he figured out a lot about the place. Or maybe just, you know, calm down. Are you trying to make a move there? Was there a move attempt? I don't know. If there was, it was obviously much too late. But, by the time I looked up, he was right behind me and sideways. Too deep. Pretty much made it stick, but we're not closing. Be nice to get that top 5 and to match our iRating position, but pretty happy with where we're at overall. I needed those two to fight much harder. Much harder. Kind of feels like when that happened, the 8 actually picked it up a little. Like he was just maintaining that gap.
47.689.
God, if you could run wide there, like you should be able to, the turn would be so much fun. Same for this one. Like they put all that extra curbing out there for a reason. Back to the gas too early. If you have to stab twice, you lose a time. It was a good run in. Very good run into the carousel. That's the right marker. Oh, that was perfect. That was beautiful. And it only took 12 laps to figure it out. Once. As great as this lap has been, I've closed in 1/10 of a second.
One more to go.
That'll probably be our fastest lap of the race. Oh yeah, definitely.
47.168.
Nice. This is a huge relief. I was feeling so bad because I was driving so poorly on a track I love so much. And finally this race, things lined up, and it just feels like the right balance was achieved. Mostly on just how hard to push the car, how hard to push the competition. I don't really like redoing races. I don't like running races more than once or twice a week. It's one of the things I wish they would change. I wish they would limit how many races you could run in a series in a week. Anything more than 5 is absolutely ridiculous and is totally broken. But really, even 3 seems too much. There's many competitors out there that I know that are quote-unquote career iRacers. Did he run out of fuel? I think so.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
I like that he tried to block with no fuel. We're gonna get a top 5! Hey!
You got a slow car.
Nice! Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Cool. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. A lot of
There you go, man.
full-time iRacers out there that I know that run dozens of the same race every week, just waiting for those perfect results, and I don't know, it just seems a little cheap to me. Like, that's not how racing works. But that's how iRacing works, so I guess you gotta kind of just live with it, I guess. I don't think it's ever gonna change. But man, it would help the attendance of other series, I think, if they did limit it. Let's see here. 5th place. Very nice. That should help significantly for our results for the week. And 3 incidents in this race. Definitely the best so far. Should help my safety rating come back a bit. Very cool. We had a couple weird incidents there. I felt bad about the accidental block early. I don't really know what exactly happened. I want to go back and find when I don't remember who it was, the 14? Yeah. When he ran up behind me there and then disappeared, what happened? That was right there. How close was it? Did I, like, shut the door on him or something? He was in the dirt on entry. Okay. Nothing to do with us. He just got in the dirt on entry and kicked it sideways, pushing hard. Cool. Alright, I feel better now. Alright, well, I feel better overall. Very happy with how that race went. I'm glad I stuck it out and did another one. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week here in the Skippies. There's not much left here of the Skippy series.